4. This is the game that made me fall in love with Final Fantasy all the way back in the day, over 30 years ago. I'm hearing myself because that's, I guess that's something that Kick does. So if you guys are curious, we're live streaming, broadcasting everywhere that broadcasts can be found. I don't think actually I'm technically live on Twitch at the moment, but maybe we'll turn that on. Lots of crazy stuff going on in the world of Twitch this week. For all the dads out there, happy Father's Day. My wife gave me some time to kick back, relax, and play some games. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be jumping back into Final Fantasy 4, but I feel more like being a little bit social, so I'm going to also jump into the Discord and hang out in voice chat. If anybody wants to come and hang out with me, there's no pressure to do so, but that's just what we're going to do today. So that's my Father's Day plan. So we're playing this Final Fantasy 4 Pixel Remaster here on the PS5. And yeah, let's that's enough of an intro and a lead in. What's going on? Mark says happy Daddy Day, B. What's up, dude? Happy Daddy Day to you, man. This is gonna sound we're gonna make this sound real ridiculous here in a little bit. Oh yeah, these have got no MP. The Dark Knight. And this game was so formidable because as I continue to say, like, I wasn't necessarily all that wild and impressed with Final Fantasy 1, and I was more Dragon Warrior nerd, aka Dragon Quest now. And yeah, and then this came out and I was like, holy freaking crap, dude, this game's amazing. What's up, Warrior Light, watching over on Kick? If you guys are curious, the link to Kick is in the description. They have not paid me anywhere near $100 million. Right now we're in the sum of $0 to stream on Kick, but why the heck not, man? You know, it's like, that was such insane news this week. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it, but holy free holies, man. Like one of the highest, like more money than LeBron James for basketball did XQC get. Like, it looks like Amaranth has moved over to Kick as well. And they're doing the non-exclusive thing. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, Twitch is going to be forced to make a decision. Their decisions they keep making are absolutely bonkers in my mind. They keep driving people off the platform, keep overloading it with ads, which they honestly have to do. I don't blame them for like, oh gosh, we got to put in ads, because that's essentially like, from a funding perspective, that's where the majority of content creation lives. So it is going to be an interesting world. Chris says, my wife asked me what I wanted for dinner. I told her. Now I have to go get the stuff. Bet my paycheck I'll be making it too. Lol. Dude, Father's Day. What? Like, it's not, like, I don't even think it's a thing. I was joking. I did my show last night and I joked about how, like, Father's Day, it's like, it's just a day where, like, hey, how can you spend more time with the kids so I can have a break? And it's like, for Mother's Day, I'm always like, kids, if you see your mom, run. Like, leave her alone. Let her approach you. So yeah, actually, true story, Chris, after this stream, I'm gonna go to the store and pick up the stuff for dinner. So what did you want for dinner, man? Inquiring minds need to know. What is it you're rocking and rolling for dinner this evening? The Kroger has apparently a sell on like, I don't know if it's just ribeyes or steak or whatever, but it's like, it's a pretty sweet deal. So I was gonna go try and stock up on some steaks, and I will be making the steaks. My wife is like, you make the best steak. And I'm like, yes, this is true. I do rock at steak making. Mark says, I feel you, Chris. I wanted ribs, so I'm smoking it myself, baby. As long as you're done, like, as long as you get some quiet time. Like, Julie's like, what do you really want today? And I was like, honestly, I want a little quiet time. What's up, Mike? Hanging out here in chat.
Yeah,
support is overrated.
I was trying to set up a stream because I went over to Twitch because no ads, because sub.
Oh, and yes.
You aren't throwing on
YouTube.
Twitch.
Yeah, I found a setting that let me say no stream, no ads on live streams on YouTube. So you should be good. You should be good. But it's like, I do feel like something's gonna give, like, ultimately, like, in terms of it. Oh, well, yeah. So many little memories. I was like, I think I need to go over here. Oh, hello. What's up, Jack? How you doing, dude? I was actually thinking about sending you a video to edit and a couple other things, and then I was like, you know what I'd rather do? I'd rather just play some Final Fantasy 4 today, man. So hopefully you're having a good Sunday, man.
That's not the normal beanie.
No, it's my Texas Rangers baseball cap. Rocking and rolling, representing the state.
Rangers suck. Cardinals are better.
Probably. Still my Astros finally won the World Series. Rooster, what's up, dude? Hanging out over on Kick too. I love that they finally got the Kick integration, so I can actually see you guys' chat as well, which is really quite helpful. So how y'all doing to see here? Then Brian, it's gonna be 200 million. No, man. There's no commas in any. There's no deal. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stream, and if people want to watch over on Kick, there's no ads on Kick, because that's actually the big question, because if Kick lets you do because whatever the people are saying, like all kinds of crazy stuff, like that's not, advertisers aren't going to be drawn into the platform to be like, oh, let me spend money on this platform. So it's going to be like 100% fan funded, still built on the back of AWS. So it's like, all right. Oh my gosh. Does it give you a complete viewer count on all platforms? I believe it does. Right now it says 12. So I don't know if that counts across all of it. It says it's only got 3 connected platforms. That would be YouTube, Facebook, and Kick. And Kick just got added to the fold. If I was on Twitch, it'd show me at 4. But I'm also streaming on Twitter, and it does not show any of the viewers. But it's Twitter. Who's watching a live stream over there? I do wonder if Elon will step up and bring more features. I wonder if YouTube will step up and bring more features. What
about Facebook and Mark?
Facebook is such a weird thing. We will get people who watch, and they're awesome, and I love them. And if they're there, be sure to hit that like button, because it also makes a good fun little sound on the stream. But it's like Facebook was going in that direction. They even approached us. They were like, "Hey, why don't you come over and stream on Facebook?" And we're like the streaming in one location it is literally the worst thing, especially if someone's going to pay you direct, right? If someone's going to sit here and do a contract with you directly for streaming, that's not what we're talking about here. That's them buying your exclusivity, etc., for a paid check. But the fact that they lock people down and take a part of their fan funding, right? It's not that Twitch is actually paying us. You guys support us, and because you support us, Twitch takes a cut of that. So all they're doing is siphoning off fan funding for the privilege of using their service, and they've already shown that you can't. It's almost. It is a uphill battle, and this is why I talk to I've talked to you, Mike. It's like you got to make YouTube VODs as the priority, and then stream occasionally for kind of that fun community building. At least that's my strategy, because it's I was asked last night if I would ever want to go full time and tour all over the place with comedy, and I was like, I like what I do. I want to try to make the best hour of comedy that I possibly can, and that means that I can actually say things that other comics can't, because I'm not worried about if my kids are going to eat because oh no, I offended somebody with a joke. So it gives me a lot more freedom to sit back and say no. And so same thing with content creation. It's I got a lot more. I feel like I have a lot more freedom to be as honest and truthful with you guys as possible, because it's my kids don't rely on especially oh my gosh, you look at January and February in content creation, and you're it's oh man, I feel for some of the what we would call the mid-core content creators, because they're always just barely making it. It's oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. It's oh, you got family, oh my gosh. It's oh, that's gotta be stressful.
That's why I haven't actually even been on lately. The past couple of weeks have been, let's say, horrible for me. Yeah. I haven't been playing any games. Haven't been even touched my computer, because I literally have been nonstop working.
It's like people stream on Reddit. I didn't know you could stream to Reddit. Rooster says
I actually used to get a lot of fucking people because that was also when I was heavily watching you and Chris both stream.
Yeah.
Even on Facebook, because Facebook and Google is always watching you.
Oh yeah.
And I'd just scroll through Facebook and I'd see one ad, and then come up, it's a person's stream. Another ad, another person's stream. What the fuck? I don't want to see these people's streams.
Oh yeah, that was a fun moment. Rooster says 100 million to XQC seems like BS as well. I have a feeling he won't see all of that. who knows? Like, I think it's like 70 million, and then 30 of it's like all in various different like bonuses for like hours streamed or something of that nature. So again, if he only saw 90 million, oh no. It's like, yeah, after like 5 million, you kind of have that FU money where you're like, I just have this money and it generates more money by just being money. And it's like, all right, how do I get that? Use a tent outside if you must.
I'm surprised. Did you see the article I sent to you from GameStop?
I saw something from you from GameStop. I'm not remembering it. Did you DM me that? Because this was a couple days ago.
Yeah, I DM'd you it. It was the factor of the Twitch's new announcement.
The Partner Plus.
70/30.
Oh, dude. Dude, we hit that many times. We're not there now because like Chris is going to go back to work, which is like, I think the right call. And then we'll like streams will change for the work to game kind of piece. But dude, yeah. I was like, what the F, man? Like it's from just a marketing mindset, right? Like when we think about how dumb Twitch is right now from a marketing mindset, it's like, hey, how can we piss you off? And then go, oh, sorry, let's change it. As opposed to like thinking through this stuff. Microsoft is also guilty of this. We've seen Microsoft do this from time to time when they're like, hey, here's this thing. Oh, you hate it? Okay, never mind. And it's like, you didn't even need to announce anything. You like, who's giving you this information to say, go do this thing? Because like they would have, if they had a half a brain, they would say, this isn't going to be well received. How do we do that? And if you gotta give news that isn't going to be well received, you also got to like, you can do the fake thing and try to like make it, spin it to where it's a good thing, which I feel like that's a lot what Twitch does. But the reality is like, you want to like, sometimes like, hey, like times are tough. Like this is the reality of keeping a platform up and running in 2023. What do we need to do? Well, like what can we give them as a trade-off for what we're doing? Like what can we give them for that 50-50 split over the 70-30? Like, but the answer was nothing. The answer was you should have been streaming 10 years ago if you want to have that growth and discovery or go to another platform, right? The fact that Twitch continues to still not like have a VOD based strategy within like its clips and its like shorts, and like if they being that they just give that over to other platforms, me and my wife will be like, oh, somebody's doing something on Twitch. That's going to be neat when they edit it down, take the best parts of it and put it up on YouTube. I'm just like, okay, what's happening here?
Yeah, I have a lot from like a lot of the videos when I went, a lot of the say past streams I've done. I've seen a lot of people just go and stumble into my streams after it's already done and just watch like highlight parts of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how it goes. What's up, Ronald? Happy Father's Day, everybody. To all the dads out there, or as somebody said, Happy Daddy's Day, which just sounds like we're about to start a porno.
I am not over here face palming.
Oh man, dude, it's half of my.
We're not after dark. It's still 3:16.
That's half my comedy, dude. It's like if I can get somebody to face palm or groan, I'm like, hell yeah, man, mission accomplished. See, Rooster says, does it not seem counterproductive to their values? 100 million could have been injected into helping those smaller streamers. All right, so as somebody who considers himself a small streamer, that's how I view myself. However, with respect to people who look at me and you guys, like I don't want to like deflate what you guys are doing, right? And I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, like I'm just like, I recognize the community and the audience that you guys provide me by coming to these streams. So while I might not be viewed by people who are listening to this as a small streamer, I never really saw myself as somebody who's, massive in that regards, but we have done some numbers. Like we have had some massive streams, which are, I'm not gonna lie, they're exciting, they're fun. And I really want and wish that everybody who wanted to have that happen would get to see that day come, would get to have one of those 1,000+ people streams, because they're insane. And you're the whole time you're sweating and people can't see it. And you're like, this is insane and it's fun. But the unfortunate reality of it is that the smaller streamer is only like it's the same reason why like you have somebody who's a Hollywood actor and who's a star who won't get any freebies, who are like they're struggling and they're just like it's a grind and it's a fight. and nobody cares about them until that person can bring that platform or that movie money. Butts in seats is what a lot of us comics call it. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that the funniest comics are being highlighted. It's the ones who can put and sell tickets, right? So same kind of thing really truly applies to the small streamer. Now, the small streamer will benefit if as soon as we develop an ecosystem that is lifting each other up. The problem with live streaming is it's inherently competitive, because generally speaking, you can really only truly consume one at a time. You might lurk on several, but you can really only consume one at a time. And it's also happening in the moment. That's part of the excitement. It's in the moment. What could Brian say? Like, oh, I want to be a part of this conversation. I want to be able to have and inject my thoughts into it. And that's one of the things that I always feel like these are. This is just about us hanging out. Like, if we're all together, like, you know, whether you're, you know, drinking a beer or whatever, we're just playing Final Fantasy, you know, we're just hanging out. But but on that note, like, I think live, like where YouTube I think excels and why I push a lot of people into making YouTube videos, is that when insert bigger content creator or any content creator makes a video on a subject that I've either already covered or that's also a part of like kind of the wheelhouse MMOs or the things that I'm interested in, YouTube will recommend my video, and there's a chance that somebody might discover my content because of that recommendation. YouTube is collaborative. What we need to develop, and this could be something that we do, you and me together and whoever, is develop a mindset of supporting each other, being there for each other's streams, rating each other's streams, hyping each other's streams up, making it just something that's fun. But that takes a lot of effort. And that's something I suck at as a dad, and somebody who's like, oh man, I can't, like, this stream will be 2 hours. After 2 hours, it's gonna be like, thanks guys, I gotta go. You know, it's like time to go be a dad. Like, I was gifted a window of time, and then I appreciate you guys hanging out with me during that gift of time that my wife gave me. It means a lot to me, I'm not gonna lie. So that's essentially kind of the thing. I think waiting for a company like Kick or Twitch or YouTube or anybody to care about the small creators, like legitimately care. Not like, there's a lot of people who say a lot of stuff. Talk is cheap, but actions mean more than anything else. But to wait for that is to wait for like eternity. They're just not going to do that. You know, they're going to only do the things that, you know, have that reciprocal value, which is unfortunate. It does change the relationship, you know, between people, and you start to feel that. You're like, oh, if this is just a transactional relationship, is this really good? I tend to avoid transactional relationships. I always try to go in with a, like, you do not like have to shout me out. I do counsel for people. I'm like, you don't need to tell people that I'm helping you out, that I'm breaking down your stats, that I'm trying to help you build out a strategy, because like I don't want like that kind of attention. I don't feel that you don't owe me anything. I just want people to, you know, to find the thing that they like and enjoy it and have fun, right? So in terms of that, Rooster, like, that's something that maybe we need to have that conversation. We need to work together and figure out how to do, you know, things. And, you know, like, hey, the problem with me, the weakness in all of this, I kind of bring this all full circle. The weakness in all of this is that my streams, the live portion of my content, is completely RNG. It's completely random. There's no way that I can truly predict when I'm going to have time to do that. Because one of the things is, this year I've been focusing 100%. Well, actually, not just this year. I've been doing this for a while. But since I left 14, one of the reasons I stated, like it was first, is focusing on my family. And a big part of that is my health. And so I've been really like getting up early. I've been working out. I've been doing a lot. I haven't been losing a single pound yet, which is really frustrating. But I went to the doctor. I found out why. I've got some massive hormonal imbalances. I'm gonna get those corrected, and hopefully then I can start to see the fruits of all this labor. But my stream time is so RNG, right? It is like, I don't stream at night anymore specifically for that, because the absolute, like, I need to go to sleep because I need to make sure I'm taking care of myself so that I can be around as long as I possibly can, like, life is life. There's no guarantee for any of this, right? So just appreciate what you got, even if it sucks. It's like, I try to practice that. We call it the kids, the attitude of gratitude. Don't be thankful for what you didn't get. Be thankful for what you have. But yeah, so that's essentially where I think that if I was more predictable, let's say it was like every Sunday from, 1 to 4, I get some stream time and hangout time. Then it'd be like, okay, who wants to take 4 and later? Who wants to be on before? And we build that coalition of just that kind of that almost that mindset of the team. So it's like, hey guys, and oh, what did y'all talk about? And then it ends up becoming more of an event. And so my streams, I always try to kind of make them around, something eventful, something that's like, rather than like, oh, Brian's pure entertainment. And it's like, I'm not. I feel like I can be entertaining. Right now, I think I got about 35 minutes of really good, stand-up material. So I feel like I could do 35 minutes of stand-up, and then ultimately maybe I could stretch that to an hour. But I really want to try to do like a full hour. And after that, like, come hang out with me in voice chat, guys, because I've done my monologue for the day. So let me catch up on chat here real quick. Rooster says, Twitch hindering advertising for those small creators was a massive blow. Absolutely. Twitch has been just screwing people over left and right, in my opinion. I have not been very happy with every decision that they seem to make, which is really just quite frustrating. Let's see here. Paul's Gaming Live's falling over on Twitch, dude. Thank you, Paul. So we got 15 followers. Sorry to Twitch. Over on Kick. Now, yes. Oh, there's 6 people watching, too. What's up, everybody? That's awesome. Let's see how many. Oh, yeah. No, it still shows 12, so I don't even know if it's doing the total of the numbering right. Let's see here. It's yeah, we've got like 14 on YouTube, so I guess it's not totaling them all up together. But thanks for the 6 likes on YouTube, guys. But yeah, you see, they're looking for a new system that pay creators an hourly rate. Will be interesting to see how that works out. The hourly rate's interesting. I was talking with somebody like on Twitter about this over the weekend, because they're like, oh man, if that's something that became manageable, would you go full time? And it's like, it's the same process. Like it would make streams, it would take pressure off of streams. Like if you're having to stream and to make money when there are creators out there who that's their job and their livelihood, that would take a lot of pressure off of having to have that charity, of the community in that regards. But it's an interesting take, because the other side of it is Twitch offers the Prime sub. If Kick started offering like, hey, just stream and we're going to pay you a flat rate of $1 per hour. Ooh, boy, that's a game changer. That beats the Prime sub. The Prime sub is the main reason why a lot, even the big guys, even the middle guys, what they call farming for, Prime subs. It's like Ludwig would talk about this. Like, we got to, I'm going to go and try to make content so I can farm those Prime subs, because that is a massive amount of money to creators. And essentially, I better stop. There we go. Okay. Oh, good. I beat him. Like, I have not fought this guy in 30 years. I was like, wait a minute. Let's go with some black magic. Let's see here. Zombie has RNG health. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry. Health is wealth, says Rooster. I agree. Pounds mean nothing unless it's what you're lifting from, coming from a strongman competitor. I'm unbelievably strong. Like, I have a massive amount of what we call dad strength. And at the end of the day, like, I'm just trying to lose the jiggle, right? So, while I agree in terms of the pure number, like, I do need to get my BMI down. I do need to get my AC1 down. I do, like, there's things that I need to change. Oh, wait, I can summon, because she's a summoner. Twitch must be listening to Blizzard's PR team. Dude, I would agree. Oh, man. Anyway, Mike, I think you were going to say something a second ago, but I was just reading comments.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Cool. Go. Octo Mammoth. For some reason, I was convinced that I was going to be fighting his face. He's in. I know he's in 6. What's the octopus's name that also showed up in 12?
I have no clue.
Oh gosh, why am I drawing a blank?
It's been forever since I played 12. I played 12 through once, and that was it.
Ryan's trying to boost test levels, 34 kids by 2026. Dude, I gotta boost my levels, man. My testosterone is in the freaking garbage. Like, it is just absolutely tragic. So if I come, if all of a sudden I'm a lot more aggressive, then by the end of July or August or whatever, then we know. Like, man, Brian's up in your face today. Dude, Frank is excited for the 22nd. I'm so excited for the 22nd. So freaking excited, man. Today is officially 4 days until Final Fantasy 16 drops. And what a better way to celebrate the upcoming launch of Final Fantasy 16 than to be playing Final Fantasy 4. And then tomorrow, Final Fantasy 3. No.
I'm playing 14.
Ultras. Thank you.
Too. I don't have a PS5 to play 16, so.
Oh man, I feel you, dude. Like I'm on both sides of that. Like I'm excited because I am absolutely looking forward to playing Final Fantasy 16, and I'm going to play it. I'm not gonna be feel sorry about it, but it should have come from the PC. Like the PS5, but I just hope the check that Square Enix got was so massive, because this is moving units. Like already I've seen just people tweet out pictures of their new PS5s. They're like, I caved, saw people playing the demo, and I had to go get one. It's like, I know I bought I was gonna buy a PS5, but then you crazy, sons of bitches got me one. So it's like, all right. So I thank thee. Rooster says, welcome to Ginger Gains. We love bodybuilding video games. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I posted over on Real Talk GP. I made a short and whatnot. Oh no. Oh man, I forgot all about this. Oh no, not the Red Wings. Dude, this was I was like, what the hell? What the hell? What's going on? But yeah, man, it's I have massive gun arms, and really I guess my wife appreciates that. Oh dude, Diablo 4 is great. They stole the crystal. They did that quick. They just came in and bombed it and stole the crystal. And all the treasure, except for this one. All right, got a tent. Farmers walks and stoneless. So I get up usually at 4:30 in the morning, and I go hit up the gym, and then I get to work early, and then I go play with the kids. So I get a lot of work with the kids. Oh yeah, the bard. You're that bard Anna ran away with because of you. Kick his ass. You spooky bard.
Mooney.
Yes, thank you, Frank. Yeah, I focus on strength and flexibility, zombie. So I do a lot of just body weight stuff now. I used to do a lot of actual plated weights, and then I warm up with a lot of body weight exercises, so squats, some kind of basically stretching into planks and things like that. Really get my really just feeling good, and then I go into arms, abs, back, and chest, and those I'll do weighted. But I've been doing Tabata, which is 1 minute, and then you go to multiple exercises, just 1 minute each, lot of reps, lighter on the weight.
Don't forget leg day.
You never forget leg day. Father Edward is the Prince of Dalmacian. Forgive me for running away, but Edward and I are in love. Still, I knew I couldn't find happiness without your consent. I was on my way home when we were attacked by Baron's Red Wings and their commander, Golbez. Bum, bum, bum. I've never heard of Golbez before. Who is he? I know who he is. After all these years, I still remember me learning about this dude. I don't know. All I know is that with his strength, it was beyond words. But why did he attack Damascus? They wanted the crystal, and they spared no one to get it. My mother, my father, even Anna shielded me from their arrows. You love him enough to give up your own life. Father, forgive me. Edward, I love you. Man, dude, this hits so hard as a dad.
It's like me going back and playing like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn you, Golbez. Who is that monster anyway? What do you know about him? I hear he arrived in Baron one day and became the new leader of the Red Wings. He leads them in their mission to plunder the crystals. Stop your sniveling. That will not bring Anna back. Golbez of Baron, I shall take his life with my own hands. Let's do it. Do it together. Talia, wait. You can't possibly go alone. Hell yeah, man. Throw me against the wall. I will kill Golbez on my own. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. Talia's left the party. Go get him, wizard. There. Stop crying. Oh yeah, I feel you, Paul. Paul says Diablo is amazing. I just think so many of the core systems are not explained enough. Though part of it's fun. Maybe going to Google. I lost my mom and I'm not gonna cry anymore. That doesn't seem healthy. Right. I don't care. Leave me alone. I'm staying here with Anna. I'll never leave her side. That's enough. You are now the rightful ruler of Dalmacian. So start acting like it. You owe it all to your people. You owe it to Anna. Your Majesty, my name is Cecil, and I need your help. Should I help you? My friend in Kickapoo is suffering from desert fever. I need to get the sand ruby to save her. Can you help me? What is her name? Rosa. She's very dear to you, isn't she? Like Anna was to me. You can find the sand ruby in the Antolon cave, which lies to the east. The ruby forms from the fluid that is the Antolon secretes when it lays eggs. We can cross the shallows in my hovercraft to reach the cave. After we acquire the sand ruby, we can cross the shallows once more to Kickapoo. Let us be on our way. Prince Edward has joined the party. What's up? What's up, bot?
Doing good.
How you doing today?
I've been getting a lot of crashes, and then my game has been sending me back to the character screen.
Yeah, I don't think you have the system specs for Blue Protocol, but that's what I was like. If it's crashing,
Yeah, so I got a question. So
yeah,
how do I stop the crashes? By lowering my graphics?
lowering your graphics, maybe managing the heat. If it's giving you any kind of error message, that would end up being a help to kind of figuring out where you need to troubleshoot.
Yeah, I've been getting crashes a bunch, like over, like I'm doing a quest and out of nowhere, error 2021 pops up and kicks me out of the game, puts me in the character screen. I have to go back in. And I think like 2 minutes later, it says the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're still getting that same error message?
Yeah, I've been getting it for a while. I mean, I haven't a clue if anyone else has been getting it, but man, it's like it loves to show up at the wrong freaking times.
Yeah. Blue Protocols is crashing for bot Paul, and his system specs are like demonstrably low to play the game, but he was able to run it, so it was like cool. But I was like, oh, and then now it sounds like it's not north side. I'm going the wrong freaking direction. I've been going west the whole time.
Yeah. Also, I've been hearing on the chat that there's some of the Chinese players come in here saying they were not supposed to be on the game, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was talking with the people and I told him to be nice and stop. I mean, I told him that we love the game like you do, man. I mean, man, dude, this
yeah,
is
all you're doing is exposing yourself, though. So just be careful. Like those conversations in game, like can be logged and they can be like ban you because they're like, oh, like we got one. So.
Oh yeah, I don't worry.
Most of the Japanese players really truly like us, but it like there's gonna be trolls in any game. Like, you know, oh yeah, I need magic for these guys.
Yeah, I think I lowered my graphics. That's the else I can get maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot the second option, the frame rate or something.
Can you limit your frame rate? That's what chat's saying right now.
Yeah, I put I didn't put it through. I put like the third option. I might put that to last now because
yeah,
I'm tired of these trashes. If I'm being honest. Oh, I'm saying.
Yeah. The your best bet's gonna come in when you're able to play the game over, you know, either streaming or on console. And that's just gonna be with the global version. Like, I wouldn't, and hopefully you don't end up spending any kind of money.
Well, honestly, the thing is that I don't know how to make this thing here, but I'll come here for extra Xbox time. I'll be putting a bunch of cosmetics. I mean, I want to buy stuff here, but I don't have the money to do it. I mean, I don't have the Chinese money, so I can't do it, you know, like you guys can. So.
Mm-hmm. And why do I keep missing?
Yeah, so right now I'm level 16 right now.
That's impressive, dude. That's impressive. Considering, like, you know, all things considered, like.
And my friend was, I looked at him and he's like 27. Almost level 30. I'm like, what the frick are you doing to level up that quickly? And when I looked at the leaderboard, oh man, it was just more crazy than you believe.
Yeah.
I saw, I think it was a Chinese player, he was like already like 45 in like the second day after the game release.
That's insane, dude. That's insane, yeah.
Like, you know, I told my dad we're helping out. I wasn't on all day because I went to help out my dad at his job. He does Budweiser, so I was out for a bit, so I didn't get to get targeted by the panhandler if they were going around.
Yeah, that's where it's like it's like it's gonna get people, but you know that's the nature of trying to sneak over there. My computer still thinks I'm in Japan.
About that, a new player came into the server and said he wanted to play through protocol. So I told him, I told him, you know, he has a VPN and all that kind of stuff. And I also let him know that I'm playing it, you know?
Llama's harp. Yeah, I hope you get that figured out, or nothing else. Like, it's, you know, for the most part, for a lot of people, unfortunately, they're going to have to wait to play the protocol, you know, in 2024. But the demo for the global will be coming out, and most likely what we'll see, oh man, Edwards, a low HP. Yeah, heal yourself, bud. The what we'll end up seeing with that is that, as I kind of like stir through here, the thought is it'll probably most likely come out with the console version as well. So like when it's all said and done, I think some of that wait will hopefully be worth it, you know, for some people, because then it's like, oh cool, now you can play on like console, not have to sit here and like use a VPN, you know, like all these extra like steps. It's like, you know, for the tip of the hat for those who are like gonna keep playing on okay, like Darkness does not work on these guys who are gonna keep playing on Japan like forever. I'm like, man, that's like, for me it feels still risky even once the global version's out, but who knows, man. We'll see what ultimately ends up happening.
Yeah, I agree, but you know, at the same time, it might be hard for all of us to keep playing because there's already been waves of bans already, so
yeah.
People have already been banned already, so who knows? I mean, I don't want to say this, but I mean, I'm hoping that I'll never get banned, but that's a possibility, you know?
Yeah. Possibility for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I'm having a blast. I'm 16. I have a level 10 weapon. And the drops in this game are freaking amazing.
Oh, dude.
You know, I got some lucky drops definitely in this game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, also, you know that bonus thing? The tweet thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just go to the Imagine shop and you're able to make her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's a level 10, so she might be a bit like, you know, too low, but you know, the cool thing about that is it will level to your level, so and every time you level up, it will level up with you, so
chat wants to ask you, have you ever tried Star Wars SWTOR as an MMO?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I tried WoW, Star Wars, let's see, Final Fantasy. I tried almost every MMO you could think of. But I don't play Star Wars anymore because that's the membership you gotta pay for. My dad doesn't play anymore. His PC's now gone. You know,
his PC's gone.
Trying to fix it, but so he had to replace parts, but it didn't go well. Well, his PC, he spent a lot of money to fix his PC, and in the very end, it only went for 15 minutes and stopped running. So,
man, that sucks. You guys seem to have lots of little PC errors, which is bummer.
Well, yeah, that's a fact. But you know, my dad, he had a Alienware PC, awesome PC. I didn't try to see if I could use his, but he told me that, you know, it's impossible because he spent a lot of money to get all new parts and have to move his computer, and it was all for nothing because it just wouldn't run. You can never figure out the problem. That's the fact, I guess.
Yeah. Summon.
Oh yeah, so one of the players, they were talking about, I guess the company is using spyware or something.
Oh, what?
The company, they're using spyware or something to spy on the computer to see if you're in Japan, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about like anti-cheat countermeasures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not like I have my PC that it says that I'm in Japan. So I was like, I am in Japan. That's like where my computer is.
So wait, like you change your country and your language in Japan?
I didn't change my language to Japan. People in Japan can speak English. If they're gonna ban English-speaking Japanese people, I think that would be like a kind of a bad call in my opinion. But
yeah, and you know, I did hear that some of the players said that Japanese people they also use a VPN too.
Yeah, it's possible. So you can't just say, hey, VPNs. Unless they like wrote those into their rules, like. But the thing is, a VPN can be used for many different things. So we'll see. Yeah, like I'm gonna keep playing, and if I get banned, then I'll make a new account. But I'm not gonna spend money. It's like I'd be like, oh man, I spent money, I got banned.
You know,
what's up, fluffy dogs? Dude, yeah, it's 4 days until Final Fantasy 16 drops. So what better way to play some Final Fantasy 4?
I would agree. I would spend money in this game because, you know, if your account gets banned, then whatever you spend money on, you won't get it back the money. So.
Yep, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone, definitely. That's basically how gachas work. You spend your money. I hear that you can spend up to 500 to 1,000, and you probably still will get nothing. And the gacha thing, system in this game I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's up? What's up?
That's the reality, I guess.
Welcome in, welcome in. How's your day? Happy Sunday.
Yeah, my day is good. And you are?
I'm doing good, dude. I got 2 hours to play some Final Fantasy 4, and I was like, I'm gonna come hang out. Turn up the AC. I was working in the yard, getting it all cleaned up. We went to mass this morning, and then my wife and I there's apparently a sale on steaks, so I'm gonna go pick up after the stream. I'm gonna go pick up some steak, and I'm gonna make steak for dinner, which will be exciting. I'm very excited for that. My wife makes like a killer chimichurri, and if you guys never had steak, yeah, dude, I live a blessed life, man. I did my comedy show last night. It was great. I opened up for this, like, dude, the guy I opened for was phenomenal, man. It was so fun to watch. He's a magician and a comedian, and it was so fun to kind of just like kick back and enjoy that show.
Okay.
That's cool.
Sounds good, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm also a treasure hunter and a trophy. I got what are these? Yeah, I got these trophies, right? Steam, I don't want you up here, Steam.
And can you still play Blue Protocol?
Last I checked, I could. I was able to log in today, but I haven't.
Yeah, me too. I can still play it.
There's a couple things I did. Like I set my PC to be in Japan. Like my computer, I'm in Japan. Like that is where I'm at. And then I use the VPN, and I'm never connected to Bandai off the VPN. And what I think a lot of people might find, and who knows, I could get caught. You never know. But I think what a lot of people find is that they do the VPN, but then they forget to like turn off auto launch Bandai Namco at computer startup or something.
Maybe
it's like
this is one of the most reasons, I guess, people get banned because they have the launcher auto start.
Yeah.
I don't.
To be honest, I get some unlucky calls that sometimes my VPN sites disconnect, so I just I exit the game the fastest I can exit out, so they can't protect me. But either way.
Yeah, we're all just playing on borrowed time anyway.
Yeah. I won't lie.
Yeah, you're getting lucky. If your VPN went down and your IP changed, like that's something I would log if I was doing something. So just like we're all just playing on borrowed time.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question. Flup in chat says, Brian, do you have any experience selling rare games? I came across Power Blade 2 for NES in my collection. I don't actually have any experience like that. I'm not like good when it comes to like selling and reselling stuff. It's like I just kind of hold on to things, and I've gone more digital than anything else. But like every time like me and my wife kind of go out for just like a couples thing, and she wants to go thrifting or whatever, I always see people who go around and find up all the used video games and stuff, which I go look at. Like I always like, oh, you got to use games, but I'm never like buying and selling them, so I don't have any like skill in that area. Yeah, this has been a busy week. I've been working on the sprint, and then I was like, okay, I've got some good time in with Blue Protocol. I'm gonna play some more of that, and then I was like, oh, this is fun. And then I was like, all right, and then 16 drops, and then it's like, so the only thing is like, I could see myself just being like booked up solid for the next couple weeks, because I'll play 16, and then I think after 16, like I could see them dropping the Throne of Liberty beta. Or the technical test, and if assuming I get into that, like I'm like, man, like how was your summer? And it's like I played a lot of games where I don't think my progress is going to carry forward.
Yeah,
here's a question.
I hit level 20.
Go ahead, Mike.
What do you like? Say us being old school players. Do you like the turn-based combat in 14, or do you like the live-action combat that they started doing in the more recent ones, like in 16 and 7's remake, and so on?
This is going to sound like such a cop-out answer, but I think that they need to actually go in both directions at the same time. I think that they need to invest in a Final Fantasy that is that turn-based, that does those things and in that direction, and at the same time continue down this pathway. And the reason being is that I think that would be a lot of fun. One of my core complaints is I feel like Final Fantasies have been so few and far between that we just never like that the expectations become so overwhelming that I think the thing that's going to be I actually think 16 is probably stands a chance of being one of the best, if not the best, Final Fantasy to dethrone Tactics and maybe even Chrono Trigger, even though Chrono Trigger technically isn't a Final Fantasy. In years, and I think that would be quite a feat. It just becomes a harder thing to continue to try and top that. And how do you do that? Do you go in the same action direction? What about players who want a Final Fantasy with a turn-based? And I think that they should look at the Pixel remasters, for example. What if they just pixel remastered like every effing Final Fantasy game that's ever come out, just so people could have that kind of experience, and then continue on, like go down a different, a whole different route, and let people have that. And because I think with a Pixel remaster, my theory is that the cost to develop it wouldn't be astronomical. And the question is that would people show up to purchase it? And if they did, that'd be cool. What do you think?
Yeah. My kind of thing, I'm still a big fan. My favorite Final Fantasy is 10 throughout. And because, you have the turn-based combat, but you also have somewhat live action combat in there as well, because there's some actions you do that that reflect the damage you end up doing.
Yeah.
Because especially with like the overdrive, when you go into the overdrives for every single character, you have to hit a certain amount or a certain timing just to get it right, and you get extra damage out of it. So I kind of like Final Fantasy X's model where they have it, but then they went more full blown away from the turn base, and starting I think it was in 12, and then also 12. 15 they just went full on. They went full on live action.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to play with Final Fantasy, and they were like turn based, and then they changed to being action. But I think another good game does action turn based is Dragon Quest. So. Dragon Quest does a fantastic job of that too.
And they tried to make Dragon Quest action based in Dragon Quest 9, but then like the fans were like, "What is this?" And so they went back to turn based before that released on the DS. And it's unfortunate that Dragon Quest is locked away, and it would be really great to see them bring that back, because Dragon Quest 11 was phenomenal.
Dragon Nest, I want the new Dragon Nest game.
11.
Yeah, Dragon Quest 12 is coming, is on the way. And then also, I feel like we haven't heard anything about Dragon Quest 3 remake, and I believe that it was going to be coming out this year, and we still got plenty of year.
I don't play every Dragon Quest. I played the Dragon Quest for the DS.
Yeah.
And 11. That's the only two I played.
My actual first. And it was I played that like constantly, and it was so fun. And I am looking forward to Dragon Quest 12 definitely.
I don't know why so many people don't like the DS one 9. I don't know.
9 was great. I just wish I
like the fact you can make your own character.
Yeah. I wish we would have with 9. Them bring it back, but bring it back in a like modern way, because it's locked away on the DS.
Maybe 12. We can make your own.
They go back and forth between that. Sometimes you play a character, sometimes you make your own.
Yeah, I hope in 12 you can make your own character. Would be nice.
Colin Prime says that they like the way Final Fantasy VII Remake does things, having turn-based and some hack and slash. That's actually what I want to play right after I finish 16, is I want to actually play through Remake, because I haven't played through Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Do you guys playing the new the Dragon Quest Treasure Hunter?
No, I haven't touched that one.
I like a lot of people don't like it. I found it was a cool game. It was short, but it was cool. I enjoy it a lot. Because I like Eric from 11. He's a cool character.
One game I did play through a couple times, the Game Boy Advance game, Golden Sun.
Oh wow, yeah. Golden Sun, that was a good game.
I guess Golden Sun comes never back because of Nintendo.
Man, yeah.
They kind of blew out. They could have done a lot more Golden Sun, but yeah, they just kind of
they can do a lot with other series too.
Yeah.
Like Star Fox. Why we don't get a new Star Fox Adventure?
Everyone's asking about it. When's the next new Star Fox? They keep putting one in production, but then they keep canceling.
but I don't want the normal Star Fox. I want a game like Star Fox Adventures. It was one of the coolest action games I ever played.
And what about like beyond Star Fox, like F-Zero? Like Nintendo has these properties.
We were talking about this last time you were streaming.
I think both Yemron and I would love to see an F-Zero again.
Do you know the death behind FX0 says if he get the green light from Nintendo, he will do a new title. But if Nintendo don't give green light, yeah. Same as like Paper Mario 1000 Year Store. Everybody wants a remake, but we don't get one.
Yeah, I did enjoy that back in the day, Paper Mario. And I was happy that they remake Pokémon Stadium.
I mean, I like the new Mario, Paper Mario. This is not the same, I know, but this is a good game. But I want the classic battle system from the first two titles back with a new modern story, and the graphics from Origami King will be so nice.
Yeah, I figured. You didn't like the 3D version, right? You wanted the normal version back in the day, right?
Yeah, I want the graphic art style from Origami King mixed with the old battle system from 1000 Year Stores, because I find Origami King has a great story, nice characters. The bosses was very creative. I mean, you're fighting against rubber band monster and origami dragon and shit like this. But this was so much fun. I mean, the combat system was trash. To be honest, it was trash. But the bosses overall was creative and fun.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Raul says, love this game. Oh my gosh, yeah. This is my this is the first Final Fantasy, like my first, like, I guess, love, where eventually I went back and played and beat 1, but when I first played 1, I was like, no, I don't like this at all. And then with Final Fantasy, this one, I was like, this is beautiful. I love this game.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, my most fan Final Fantasy was 15. I mean, I was a big fan of the 3 dependents you have, and then your main character.
I guess I never finished one Final Fantasy game.
Oh yeah?
I don't know why. Yeah. I mean, I like to watch others play this game, but for me, I don't know why I don't like the game overall. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not a big fan of turn-based games.
Yeah, that's been the big hot topic, especially when it comes down to like Final Fantasy 16. A lot of people like want, that they would have that aspect, and it's like, well,
But I mean, I say about the actually one thing I hate about
oh yeah, dude.
16 and 7 is that after you killed the final boss, you would have to do a chapter, and I just hated that.
Now David says I would pay a lot of money for Final Fantasy 16 in the Octopath style, dude. 100%, dude. That's where it's like, honestly, if they did the pixel remaster style, I'd be okay with it as well. But what I still would want to see is like bring these things into that, and I wonder what they'll do with oh man, fire heals this guy. Okay, good to know.
But guys, is Octopath Traveler 2 better than the first one?
Since I haven't finished the first one, I have to. Yeah, since I haven't finished it,
was always the same in the first one.
Yeah, they were pretty straightforward. See, I like 15, but I consumed 15 as opposed to like if you just went and bought 15 and played it, you'd be like, whoa, okay, what's going on? What's happening?
Yeah.
And so,
me too,
yeah, and that's a problem.
The other thing about that is I was a big fan of their cube they made in the camps. Like so much of that, I took so many dang pictures and I made so many videos on stuff that I just got like addicted into it like days and days and days. I just like took one time playing that game.
Ronald says, unpopular opinion, 4 is better than 6. I go back and forth on that because like I love 4, but like 6 also is so impactful. So because 6, like there were so many like story beats. So I think I enjoyed that I got more of a conclusion in 4 than I did in 6. So in 6 there's a like I felt like it truly didn't end with it's like, oh, what happened, after blah blah blah. It's just like, all right, you beat it, and I would have appreciated that. I know 4 gives you that kind of like, and then this is what happens. So it's like, oh, cool.
But,
oh yeah, some of the photos with Prompto.
Not to keep on kicking on the dead horse per se with the conversation.
Hold on. You're talking over Mike. Let Mike talk.
Turn-based and live action. It would actually kind of be fun to see give people the option at the start of the game. Do you want to go by turn-based or do you want to do live action?
Yeah.
Do you think that would be well received, or?
I think it would be. I think I like giving the people, and I think that's what they're kind of trying to do with the various different rings of timely, etc. So it's like letting you kind of just like play the story without having to worry about the combat. But Dragon Quest XI did this, right, where it has the 3D kind of model, and then it's like, yeah, you want to play it as a 2D game? Go for it. It's like we're just gonna give you that choice. You were gonna say something earlier? I thought you were gonna say something earlier.
I guess this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't know why, but I don't like most of the new games, especially they look all the same, like graphic style. I don't know if this is an Unreal Engine 5 thing, but I'm a big anime fan or fantasy fan, so I don't know. I like the art style from the old Final Fantasy games more. I don't know why, like the Black Mage and stuff like this. For me, the new Final Fantasy games looking all the same or have no special art style. For me personally,
I personally am really glad they're kind of going back into that kind of high fantasy era, because I felt like like with 14, like it blends all these different eras together. 13 was obviously very like techno and in a way futuristic. 12 I guess was high fantasy, but 12 was a long time ago. Like that's the thing where I always kind of view the problem of Final Fantasy right now is that the massive gap between the games. It's like, oh yeah, 12, then it was 13, then it was like 14 was the MMO, and then it was 15. It's like Okay, so that was, well, what was that? Like that's PS2 to, you know, like there's a whole console generation in there, you know?
Yeah, sure.
You got a couple questions in YouTube chat.
Okay, let's see here. Thank you very much. Some of the, have you ever played the 15 Comrades? I love 15 Comrades, dude. Like I played that a lot. And the only downside about 15 Comrades was it was just the most agonizing loading screen between every functional thing. And I was like, I like the gameplay. I want to keep doing the gameplay. Can we have more of that? And it's like, just let me load into a thing and just let me just go on mission after mission after mission. But it was always mission, back to town, back to the campsite, back to the town, you know, and it was like, all right, guys, come on.
Yeah, loading sounds stupid.
But it ended up being.
I was asking if this is advanced or a remastered version.
This is the Pixel Remaster. This is the Pixel Remaster version. So I got the Pixel Remasters on the Switch and on the PlayStation 5. I thought it was only appropriate that the first PlayStation 5 game I play is Final Fantasy 4.
What? I hope.
Ryan, I will say this about your triple triad comment: believe in the heart of the cards.
I'm gonna blow. I like how bosses taunt. Who's here? Hey, no worries, Colin. Welcome in, man. Hey, thanks, guys, for being here. Be sure to smash that like button if you like these live streams. This is a great free way to share it out with the world.
Smash the like button.
Smash that like button.
I hear if you
for everyone that has hit the like button, 11 likes so far on the YouTube side.
11? Sweet. No one's hit it on the Facebook because we get the oh yeah reaction. I wish it would be. I wish it would give reactions. Like I wish you like the YouTube streaming side. Like YouTube, I love being a YouTuber. I love making YouTube videos. This is like the system works. But man, they're live streaming. It's like, all right, everybody over here is like having fun, and YouTube's like, nah, we're good. And it's like you think about all this kick news. You think about all this stuff. It's like, imagine if YouTube offered like a fraction of the tools that Twitch had. It's just a fraction. Not like every single one. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I think it's like when you talk about a marketplace of ideas, a lot of people are complaining about the Diablo monetization. They're like, who's gonna pay $28 for a cosmetic skin? And I go, it's an economy. It's a marketplace. If they charge too much, they make less money. So if you're like, I don't understand complaining about the price. You just don't spend money on it. And they're building it up at that price so that when they give you the true price, the discounted price, which they will do with sales, all of a sudden you immediately feel like there's baked in value. Oh, this is valued at $28, but now it's going for 10. Here's my $10. And that's all the mental mind games that these companies play on people. So when I see people complaining about a skin or whatever, I'm just like, dude, you're getting played. Like, you know, it's just an economy like anything else. The rules of economics apply to microtransactions as they do to anything else. $28 ain't micro.
Should I bring up Brian's addiction to buying all the emotes in New World?
Yeah, go ahead. They're at $5. That I feel like that's a value.
Yeah.
And there's no subscription fee.
I find MMO should give you free emotes.
And the game does give you free emotes. Like you get them through like the content and the different like, you know, reward paths and stuff.
Yeah, this is what the cool about Brew Protocol. You get so many emotes and stamps for free doing quests.
Mm-hmm.
This game is so rewarding. I wish every MMO does this for players. Reward you for doing side quests.
Yeah, it's important. Rewards are that incentive to keep you going.
Well, 14 also has a lot of side quests that have the emote rewards in them too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You could get all these different. That's what I do the side quest for in 14 was the emotes. Like, I like emotes in games. I think that, you know, that's a fun reward, and I'm willing to, especially in a game I enjoy. You know, it's like now if I was paying a subscription, like there are some paid emotes that 14 has. I don't have those, because 14 had a subscription. So it's like, I always look at it as like, here's my budget for a game that I want to support, you know, and that's, yeah, like I set a budget and it's like, yep, okay, you already got that money, so it should be included as a part of that if you're going to have this model. But if you're, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's like with, and I read a couple I ran into a couple articles, I didn't read them, but a lot of with 14's new mount, it's a Mog Station mount, it's the Shadow Wolf boss from the last set of raids from the last expansion. A lot of people are upset that you can't get them through a quest, you have to buy them on the Mog Station.
Yeah. Oh, but then a lot of that is also coming from data mines. So a lot of people are seeing the data mines, and they're making a lot of what you see, especially when it comes to internet backlash and reaction, is usually expectations meeting reality. And a lot of people get their expectations set one way for whatever reason. And then all of a sudden the thing happens and they're like, wait, what? I thought this was going to be a part of this raid. It's like, and then you have that frustration and that initial like, what? But I'm getting a lot of background noise on you, so you can mute. They're good. Just as a heads up, so you're aware. And then Ryle says, Brian, are you going to stream the remake games after 16? That is really kind of up to you guys. Like, I would love to do that. My thought is I would pick up 7 remake on PS5 now that I actually have a PS5, because I like trophies. I don't really have them, but I'm thinking like, one of the things they were saying is that to get the platinum trophy of 16, there's going to be a lot of different things that you have to do to get it. And I was like, that kind of sounds fun, you know, maybe we'll do a little bit of that. And so, yeah, who knows? Like, that's, as I was saying earlier, for those who didn't who came in and weren't really aware, well, it's like, my streaming is RNG, and if I had something where I could say predictably I stream at this point in time, and it would also for me would have to be like not during the sleeping hours. So I know where I'm at every day at 3 in the morning. So, but it's not going to be live. I'd love to.
The treehouse.
Yeah. We did the camp out with the kids after school wrapped up this year. Kind of our yearly tradition. So it's the day where I get bad sleep. Abu Castle, welcome home, Master Gang.
I hope so much since Tears of the Kingdom comes out, the new Zelda game. Other open world games make the same quality like the new Zelda does.
One thing, I'm getting back in the Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, I beat it already, and I'm enjoying it fully.
Nice.
I'm enjoying it even more. Yeah. The videos that I'm running into a lot are the bring back of the Koroks, and a lot of people are torturing them.
Yeah, it's funny.
Signing them up for the Rocket Space Program.
Yeah.
Offering them as ritual sacrifices, barbecuing them, so on and so forth.
You can do so many shit with the building. You can make your own tank or your helicopter, or your mega robot with rockets destroying any enemy in this game.
Oh yeah, I made a whole bunch with the auto builder feature. I've made a whole bunch of mini bots and literally just send them out.
And for me, this makes a good open world game if it's full of things you can do. And Tears of the Kingdom is so full of stuff
things you can do.
Yeah. And I wish every open world game does this, but the most open world games so empty with content.
There was one big question with the Tears of the Kingdom, because
why am I not getting the notifications?
Breath of the Wild,
we've got a lot of followers
before they go into Tears of the Kingdom.
So we got a lot of followers streaming over on Kick today. So welcome in, everybody. I don't know why it's not generating the little. I have a notification, but I'm all right. I guess we'll work on those notifications. But welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hitting that follow button over on Kick. If you guys are interested, links in the description. Kick.com/gingerprime. So no ads will run on that platform.
What is Kick?
It's the like new rival to Twitch or whatever. So
was this not from some German? No, I guess not.
No, it's like they're looking at the numbers for Twitch.
Kick is not this good, right?
No, it's not. So it's interesting because like numbers wise, like obviously a lot of English have moved over to that, but like German and other like foreign languages are still heavily invested right now in Twitch, which makes sense. Like Twitch has a big platform.
Yeah, the problem with Twitch is I don't know why they won't make a Twitch Partner Plus. As they have Twitch Partner, and now they want to make Twitch Partner Plus and want to give this people the 70/30 back.
Yeah. And they took it away just to, like that's a whole like bad news cycle, right? Like they keep just like okay, we're gonna come up with this thing now, which was that was the contractual thing. We kept hitting it, and they kept telling us no, and it was like at least it's clear now, and it's not this secret thing that people can get. But why have the bad news cycle? Why sit down and have all this stuff where you're just pissing off people? And so, like, I think Twitch is just. I think it's Twitch. I think the leadership over Twitch is struggling. Like they don't. Yeah. They don't know what they don't know.
Yeah, Amazon has a new boss. So.
And Deathness says the Kick video is actually is much smoother, by the way. Cool. We can make our last day.
The thing I don't like on Kick 2 is why casino streams allowed. I don't like people streaming casino.
Well, that's the thing. Like they don't.
Streams.
They're not putting out like ads, so like ads aren't coming to the platform, but they just want to do what they want. And right now, I would say it's the Wild West, so you'll see all kinds of crazy stuff like you did in the beginning of Twitch. And as soon as, but that's a part of it, like just the people writing articles, the people doing all these things. That's all a part of that, like that attention-driven economy that's what is social media. So, yeah, and Twitch has gambling, but it's not like all the gambling stuff.
Yeah, but you also
get sometime a better
slots in the casino. Sorry, go ahead. With the slots and casino stuff, I mean, you have the weird categories over there on Twitch side too. I mean, you got people literally hot tubs and pools.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The thing is that you got to ask yourself, what's the role of the platform? Is the platform and that's where we've gotten, I think, and I would say we've run afoul, especially over the last couple of years. Like if the platform is also now responsible for the content that people put on it, then you're going to see all kinds of censorship, and that's going to go wildly. And we could all say like, we don't like this, we don't like that. But the key is that don't engage with that. Like you got to have a level of personal responsibility in all of this. Now I say that, and at the same time, then shift into dad mode and say, if you're promoting this shit to kids, that's where we've got a big problem, and that's where I think Twitch ran afoul, and that's where it's like
a problem on Twitch.
Well, same thing with monetization in games. Kids are stupid. Like it's like they're easily influenced.
Kids can watch this stuff.
Well, and that's the thing, but that's where, as a parent, it's my job to make sure that doesn't happen. However, we do know it still happens, and it can be very devastating. As somebody who knows gamblers and seen people like really get hurt by it, I don't thankfully have a problem with gambling.
Yeah, sorry.
But there are like people who do. I can't go and protect them, nor is it my responsibility. But when it comes to the kids, it's like, but how do we then ensure that somebody is 18 and plus? Engaging in these, in these systems, and also, fully, like, the thing is also, when we say 18, we know that the human brain isn't fully developed until it's 25. So a big part of me is like, you shouldn't do drugs, you shouldn't gamble, you shouldn't do this stuff until your brain is fully developed. So then, if you then screw up your life, at least it wasn't because you were still like figuring it out. And the other side of it, especially from an influencer perspective, which is a real thing, and especially with these younger demographics, like kids are very easy to influence, and that is a very big concern I have. And so that's why, like, I'm trying not to be a helicopter parent, but no matter what, like, it's like one of the reasons why I like being a content creator is at least I can kind of see all the shit that's hitting behind the scenes and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, you know, because there's a lot of people who say a lot of things, and then behind the scenes they just do whatever, right? So it's like, okay, at least I know, like, here's the fakes. Here's when someone's being fake versus like, okay, here's what's happening behind the scenes. You were gonna say something,
Brian?
Yeah.
I'm also watching from the Kick side too, but it says that your category for game is Final Fantasy 16.
It didn't have Final Fantasy 4 as an option. It didn't. There wasn't a like Final Fantasy 4 at all. Shocker, not a new game.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I'm gonna pick.
Also saying for the factor of what Paul said, it's like if you don't like them, don't watch them. And that's perfectly agreeable. It pops up in recommendations, and talking about the factor of age, internet, anyone can lie. I mean, you can be 16 and you can easily fill out, oh, what's your birth date? Okay, it's February 22nd, 1600.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think essentially when it comes down to that, you know, because, you know, like my how I view my role as a content creator, and like if you guys have listened to any of the recent videos, like I kind of go into it as like, especially with the whole like pyro thing that just kind of up, it's like I don't view myself as a like I don't try to view myself as an entertainer. Like my stand-up comedy, that's me trying to be entertaining and funny and all that stuff, but like I generally try to structure my videos as informative and kind of and teaching and guide, you know, structure. You know, to give people just like, I try to just make it value-driven content. Here you guys go, have a good day. You know, this makes my gaming much more enjoyable. And with that kind of approach, it's the same approach I take with parents in this whole conversation, monetization, gambling, etc. Is that my job isn't to be everybody's parent. It's to educate parents on what is actually going on. And it's easy and I hear non-parents all the time, like they'll say something really stupid like, oh, parents should be whatever. They should be involved. We are, but we're also inundated with 1,000 things of information at any one given time. And it's very easy for something a ball to drop. And as a parent, you learn very quickly, especially with multiple children like I have, is that you're going to drop some balls. You know, some eggs are going to break. You know, there's going to be milk that's spilled. Things will not go all the ways right. But the big focus I have, where a lot of parents don't, and why I do a lot of education, especially for parents, is don't trust social media. Don't trust, especially if they want to start posting. You don't see my kids in the content. There's a big reason for that, is that there is a total brainal functional shift that goes from consuming to posting. And if you do not have the development, it's always funny when people accuse me. Like there's so many fun things that it's like, I see comments, I'm just like, oh, that's cute. Because it's like, makes no absolute sense, because if my emotional well-being and my like mental health was tied into y'all hitting a like button or leaving a nice comment or watching a video, like content creation would destroy you, because there's going to be days where just nobody cares or the algorithm doesn't care. It doesn't matter, but you can't attach your emotional well-being to it. And I see all of the, especially young girls, they attach their emotional and psychological well-being to whether somebody engages or likes their post. And then they end up pushing that boundary and becoming even more risque, not with the realization that the internet is forever. And at some point there might come a time where that brain fully develops and maybe they don't like what they put out there online. And, you know, I'm not going to police them. They're not my kids, but my kids aren't my content. And that's a real key critical aspect.
Yeah. You know, back in the day, I think
one word.
Facebook or something. But,
one word with content you don't want to put out and stuff like that, and some people and their decisions. OnlyFans.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, anyway, as I was saying, back in the day, there was I don't know what it was, but you know, if you post it, you couldn't delete it, and it would be there forever. I don't remember which one that belonged to, but the thing is that you know you're gonna be smart when you do on Facebook and everything. And honestly, I I don't even trust Facebook, to begin with, to be honest.
So a lot of the things, because me being in dating apps and whatnot, that's why I brought up the topic that on the internet everyone can lie, especially about their age.
Yeah.
And when they become of age, and actually when they can say join up with these dating apps and whatnot, then they go in there and say, "Oh, I'm actually 19, not 23, like my profile says."
Yeah, about that. I watched the video, a documentary. It was real. I guess some guy thought he was talking to a 16 girl or something. It was another person, and the guy overdosed, and he killed himself, thinking he was talking to the person on the other side. But no, she would never show up. She would never come.
Oh, she was.
She would always make excuses and all that.
She was catfishing him.
Catfish, yeah.
Yeah, catfishing. So. I think it's kind of
oh yeah, many people doing catfishing.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say, that catfishing caused a life, and that's never good, to be honest.
I mean, if you wanna prove if a person is this age, she says, ask the person for maybe doing a voice call. You can hear if a person sounds young, so
I don't know, man. I don't envy anybody. I don't I don't envy anybody who's dating in today's world, man. It's just like the stories I hear from you guys, and the same time also from like the comedy club. I'm like, I come home and I'm like, Julie, you're not allowed to die.
Dating this year is so complicated, stupid, annoying. Because you can trust nobody anymore. So okay, maybe you're meeting a girl on Discord. Oh, I'm 20 and reality she's not. But you can ask her for give me your ID or something like this. You know what I mean? I mean this is the problem. Sometimes you need to trust a bit. If you're so I don't know how to say this in English. So if you're so suspicious to trust nobody, it's not good for your mental health too. So
if you're suspicious of everyone.
Sometimes you need to say, okay, I'm trust you 20, so I mean,
yeah. Paul says that you can't go by voice.
I understand.
Yeah, that's where it's like, I don't know. I'm glad that I was in a relationship before all that.
Is on your stream, because I heard so many shit on Discord server. What happened? Never ask the channel. Never ask a boy or girl. Doesn't matter. Channel for nudes. Because you can get problems.
Yeah, that's
one thing. Don't trust voices and whatnot. That's why I always say, hey, you want a video chat?
AI's gonna change the game again. It's just, I've seen her, I've talked to her, and it's like, and then it's like, all right, nope, that person never existed. That was an AI, and who knows, like,
maybe, all, sure. And I mean, if a girl send you a nude, you can block her. So. Reporting
if
her.
Someone's doing that, though, I would be even more suspicious, because I would think that it's some kind of like farming of advertising OnlyFans and stuff like that. Like it's oh hey, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad I'm married.
Yeah. Good for you. You don't have to deal with all that freaking nonsense, all that dating and all that. Because I've been catfished 2 times. I don't even try to.
The dating game and nowadays is shit.
Yeah. besides, anyway, I mean, my friend at work says, you know, what you get a girl. So, I mean, I'm happy either way. You know, I actually enjoy my life playing the games I enjoy. I enjoy playing other games. I'm fine. I'm happy enough without a partner in my life.
Yeah, I don't care if I have no girlfriend actually anymore. So.
Well, not saying in the future I don't want to have a girlfriend, have a kid, family. I do. Just, you know.
Yeah, but actually, I'm happy I can play Blue Protocol. It makes me happy enough, actually.
There we go.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, dude. I mean, this game is so freaking fun. And, like, I've been playing.
Yeah,
so
it
much.
was worth. It was worth waiting for this game. Yeah, it was so worth waiting for this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do Yoshi, guys, do Yoshi P, do you hear it if Yoshi P make a statement for the game because he says he wanna test this game?
So he didn't want to do a day one patch, but they're gonna have one anyway. So I think that's kind of where that falls. That's all the statement that I heard.
Yoshi P makes a statement and says, "Hey, I like this game. It's great."
Mm-hmm. The Quest score, welcome over to the Kick, saying Final Fantasy 4? Question mark? And it's like, yeah, they don't actually have Final Fantasy 4 as a category on Kick, so I just put it in Final Fantasy 16 category because that's really all that it was giving me. And being that it's 4 days until the release of Final Fantasy 16, that what other better way to celebrate? Get your ass to the bar and have a good time, dude. Like going to the comedy club. Like if I was single, that's where I'd go. You know, that's because like I talk to all the other comics and stuff like that, and you automatically have things in common. You know, that or I'd still go meet ladies at church. I guess I'd find a singles group. You know, for me it'd be a Catholic singles group, and then just kind of exist. Oh, did I get a ship now?
Yeah, but the trouble for me, I can't really go to the bars. I got a son, single father. So.
Oh yeah, like right now, like is that like with God forbid Julie gets passes away or anything? Like yeah, I got 6 kids. Like that becomes a whole other kind of sell. It's like hey, yeah, you want to go on a date? I got 6 kids. It's like, do you like children? Because if you don't, it's important to know right now. Oh my gosh.
No, you should just say I'm just I'm now too short of a raid team. Will you join me?
Yeah. So I'm looking for another raid member, please. Do you like raid? Do you have boobs? Come on in. that's my requirements. Like those are Brian's standards are just like I've already got the raid team. We need either a tank or a healer. Your pick.
Cat girl or bunny girl. You can choose between either one.
Either one. Yeah, the super bosses in 16. Also, like the extra difficulties. They have the leaderboard system. Like I'm really interested in exploring. And this week's gonna be great. So my actual Father's Day gift is the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. So I'll probably put out a video on this and get this over to Jack to edit because I want to do a comment section video on the Final Fantasy 16 demo. And one of the things I was like I wanted people to know is like pretty much starting the evening I'm gonna schedule, and I'm thinking I'm gonna keep streams at around 2 to 3 hours, and then kind of take an actual physical break and see the family and eat dinner and whatnot. So I think I'll do one stream on Thursday night, roughly about 3 hours, and then I'll do another stream Friday. I might do 2 on Friday because like I'm gonna still get up early on Friday morning and go work out, and then Saturday I'll probably start it off early, do 3 hours, take a break, maybe do 3 streams on Saturday, and then another 3 streams on Sunday.
Shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. Holy mackerel.
I'm going to take a little break and actually get the dinner started here, so.
All right.
I'll catch you later, Brian. I'll still lurk in the streams.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the lurks.
No problem.
Welcome in everybody over on Kick. Appreciate you guys coming and checking out the stream today. We got 21 followers, 17 viewers. These are the highest numbers we've ever had over here. My name's Ginger Prime. We're also here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Yeah, death to Twitch. Dude, Twitch fucking sucks. Like, and it's so, and it's like every time they decide to like insert their foot into their mouth, they're gonna call it back. And now you got the Twitch Partner Plus program. It's like, all right, and they've been under this veiled wall of, and honestly, like, it felt like secrecy. It felt like there was obviously an elusive club behind it all. But like in retrospect, the more that I've known and been on Twitch, it honestly feels like they just don't know what they're doing. Like it's not like a secret club. It's just a bunch of chaos. And that's how it kind of feels. And so like the whole Twitch Partner Plus program, like they should have just made it 70-30 for everybody. And then after 100, because it's still the Partner Plus is after 100K, it goes back to the 50-50 split. They should have just made that for everybody. Just cap it at 100,000. Like if you're making $100,000 from content creation, that's a year. Like that's incredible. And yes, you know, it'd be nice to have, you know, like more of that support, but like I get the platform there's costs there as well. So, and then, you know, at the end of it, like people are going to, oh man. And then Twitch just run it like, and that's the only option they have. They have to throw ads at the problem because they haven't built out. And this is going to be probably like if Kick wants to run ads down the line, like they will end up having to kind of content moderate somewhat because otherwise the advertisers aren't going to want to spend money on the platform. But beyond the advertisers spending money, it comes down to like, if you don't have a VOD strategy where you're thinking about like the TikTok shorts, you know, clips, videos and VODs and things like that, you're going to run into the same situation where they're going to have to throw ads at you in a live experience, which is going to ruin that experience. And then it says, unless you pay. And guess what? Like for the most part, especially like I know me financially 2022 was like as a family of 6, I was like, yeah, this is a lean year. Very like canceling everything. We're not throwing money out any direction, you know? So it's like, yeah, people are going to hit like, you know, do I need to heal? Okay, no, I'm good. Yeah. So, oh, good German Toad. Yes. What's that?
I think you're getting out of it.
I think I'm in what?
Just saying. I said, I think you're cutting out of it.
I'm cutting out of it?
Yeah, when you were talking, I heard your audio.
It's probably on your end.
Kind of messing up.
Yeah, it's on your end. Just as a heads up, you cut it in and out. Like your audio quality tends to dip a lot.
Wow, a new weapon gives me plus 500 battle power. What the fuck?
What game is this?
This is Protocol. I get 500 plus battle power with a new weapon. Wow.
Yeah, chat's saying that stuff fine. Yeah, all Twitch had to do was to make money was bring sponsors that they are gamer friendly and don't even need the ads. Yeah. Well, the problem is it's just like like that's what it's like, guys. Run an ad block on me. Like don't like if you can have a better experience, do that. I'm gonna let YouTube decide when it sets ads. I found the button that says don't run ads during live stream, so that's good. So that's off, and that'll be off. I was like, all of a sudden YouTube started running ads. It's like, oh no, here we go. But yeah, like that's why also for YouTube Premium is the best. But yeah, like I want you guys to have the best viewing experience. I want to try to make the best content for you. And that's the relationship. That's the deal. There isn't unless you guys do X. No. You guys, hopefully you're enjoying the content. If you don't, I hope you find somebody that you like to watch, like, and who makes good stuff. I think that's healthy. I think that's the healthy way to go at it. Oh, Parliament Porum, baby.
I'll say that, you know. Sorry, I'll say that I just want to watch some streams. So streams actually talk to me. You have to be a member only, and I won't lie. I don't like those kind of streams that, you know.
Member only streams.
You can't talk to the person in the video.
Oh, I got you.
Live chat.
The only time I did that, it was member only, is when I was doing the Final Fantasy Endwalker playthrough, and I was, because of how the servers were just absolutely, I couldn't play. I was so far behind.
Yeah.
So somebody was coming in and trying to like drop spoilers, and I said, if you're gonna try to spoil the game, at least give me $1. You know, it's like, and so that's the only time I've done that, because it's like, because YouTube doesn't let me just go into emote only chat or something like that, which have been like, I think, ideal. Maybe, who knows? YouTube's slowly rolling out those features. I think on Kick I can do emote only. Yeah, emote only chat. It's on over on Kick right now. That's how easy it was. So I'm like, there's some things that I wish Kick would do or could do, and maybe we'll see them do that in the future. But thanks guys for following me over there. Appreciate that. Mount Orleans. Cool. Got my team. Oh man, thank you, Ferris. That really means a lot. I really appreciate that. Also, like, some of y'all have been coming to the comedy shows here in the North Texas area, so that's been, honestly, that's been very flattering. You guys have been coming to see my stand-up, so I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to getting last night's stuff up, and I still need to break up the last show I did into short, into short form content, because that's how a lot of people do that. Hey, here comes the emotes, baby. Oh, I love it. All right, I'll take you guys off of emote only chat. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate you. Yeah, the thing is like, I'm not sitting here putting, like, I'm just like, when it comes to platforms, the biggest sin of Twitch in my mind is their lack of supporting for like multi-streaming, because it literally is preventing the small streamers and the mid-sized streamers from growing. We've shown every time, and this is also Ninja shown this. That's why when Ninja started doing it, I was like, hell yeah, maybe Twitch will finally look at it and say, this is the way, is that being live everywhere, people enjoyed the Twitch experience over the YouTube experience, over the Facebook experience. Just keep making the experience the best it can be, and people will watch over on Twitch. But, Twitch is like, no, let's not do that. And that's going to be their downfall, because what they're doing now is they're giving everybody else is like, just do it. Just have fun. Obviously, they're not the place to stream, but that could easily change. And all of a sudden, if even with the controversies that will come with Kick, even with the stupid stuff and the stuff that pisses people off, because that's the world, people are going to get pissed off. It's life is offensive. It is what it is. People are going to make videos about that. People are going to react to the things happening on Kick and not the things happening on Twitch, and that mind share will continue to go down. And so I think the best thing Twitch could do is just like, yeah, screw it, just stream wherever, and then we're just going to make the best experience possible, right? And that applies to ads, that applies to all kinds of things. But who knows, man? Like, I don't own any of these platforms, and I don't own stock in any of these companies, so I'm just gonna do what I want. I could press the button and be live on Twitch right now if I wanted to, but I'm gonna save that for the Final Fantasy 16 stuff, because I got, I'd be like, well, there's a great chance that we're gonna get banned, because I'm just like, F it, all right, Twitch, like, whatever, you do you. I'm not why am I putting handcuffs on me for your platform so you can take 50% of the support that my community wants to give me? It's not there. It's like, Twitch isn't paying me. They're siphoning off your guys' financial support. Outside of the Prime subs, which the Prime subs I get. If they want to just keep Prime subs always at 50%, like, I get it. That's Amazon. That's Bezos bucks, right? But yeah. Oh, well, and the thing is, when they ban people for there's this vagueness about it. There is this club, like, it is, it's like Twitter pre-Elon Musk takeover. Like, I always kind of feel like there's this group of people that it's like, this is what we're going to do, and we're going, like, you got to be in our club and you're protected, but if you're not in our club, then we're gonna punish you for it. And it's like, man, like, that's no way to, I don't know, build any kind of thing, because it's like, why did this guy get banned and this guy didn't? And that comes down into content policing, right? Like, do we want these platforms to be the police for what is being said and shared. And the only time it gets tricky is obviously when you get DMCA and the music industry and people are like watching like the Super Bowl. It's like, okay, like there's legal things there that are protection, but when it's like, can't say this, can't, it's like, oh man, dude, like that's where that slope gets real slippery, Yeah, and most people don't. Like, I think overall, like I have premium on like our main family account, but I have the Ginger Prime account, which that way it's always kind of curious to see what ads I get served up. But yeah, for people I like, it's like, yeah, let the ads run. People think that you make a lot of money as a content creator, and it's like, I guess there's some that do. It really just depends, but all in all, having a couple ads run, people are like, you're doing it for the money. It's like, yeah, that that 0.07 cents that I got from you watching the video. Ooh, you gotta get large numbers of views before that. I guess it's multiplicative. So when people start seeing like 20K and 40K and 100K views, you're like, that can actually be a decent, a decent value on that video at that point. But generally speaking, 5 to 10,000, views, depends on the length of the video, of course. Yeah, it's not anything to sit here and like not be grateful for, but it's not anything I'd ever quit my day job over. that's the thing. I was even asked that yesterday. It's like, no, I like that I feel I'm way more relatable to gamers because I'm not bought and paid for, in that way. It's like I play games when I can play, and you guys, whether you like my opinion on them or not, I'm not going to change my opinion just so you guys like me. We're gonna disagree on things, and I think that's the beauty of gaming, is when we disagree, to kind of figure out like, oh, why, what did you like about it that I'm clearly not seeing? Do I still play Guild Wars 2? Yeah, actually, when I have the latest expansion. I was planning on playing more when it came to Steam, but then the fact that it's a whole different like account and I couldn't link my accounts kind of soured me a little bit. But I played Guild Wars 2. It was in February of this year, and I would love to play actually some more Guild Wars 2. It runs on GeForce Now, which is phenomenal. I just can't boggle my mind that it's like no native controller support, and every MMO that has it is just easier for me to sit down and enjoy casually. But yeah, I got several 80s. Oh, you just picked it up? Dude, you're in for a freaking treat, dude. There are so many things. Like Guild Wars 2 is the MMO that everybody should model off of, and it's outside of marketing, because I think the biggest the struggle of Guild Wars 2 is like their marketing is just wild, like and not in a good wild. It's like, why aren't you marketing? All right, we're gonna do this, and then after this mountain, I'm gonna go out to Kroger and get the stuff for my Father's Day dinner. I like you, Quest. I really appreciate you hanging out here talking to me, because like I could rant about Twitch quite a bit, and I've been doing it privately. Me and my wife are like, every article about Twitch, we're like, what the hell are they doing? So it feels kind of nice to be like not on Twitch right now and be like, what are they doing? Like, oh, like, is it that bad? Or like, do they not know?
Happy Father's Day, Brian.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that, bud.
Yeah.
Guild Wars 2 is a lot of fun. Like, guys, I can tell you from my time already, Blue Protocol, absolutely a must-play game. Like, that if you're not going to play in Japan, no worries. It's going to be really exciting when that game comes, comes over here to the West. And then we've got... I'm really actually still looking forward to Throne of Liberty. New World's expansion this year. We have... they are now starting to talk about the First Descendant again. After their beta from last year, which hopefully means they've improved on all the feedback that people gave them. And I'm just like, 2023 is such a great year. I enjoyed Forspoken. I had fun in Redfall. Like, maybe there's something wrong with me, but I guess I'm just happy that I could sit down and play games. Doesn't mean every game's going to be a 10 out of 10, right? If you're only going, if you only play games that are 10 out of 10s, like, yeah, I can see how you're skipping a lot. There's a lot of downtime for you, but it's like, yeah, if I know that it's a 7 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10, and I'm just there to like experience it for myself, I don't know. I've been finding so much joy in gaming this year. Hell, I'm playing Final Fantasy IV. I really want to experience this as an adult, and it's so interesting to see the differences, especially how I remember this game versus how I'm experiencing it now. And it's just wild, you know? Like the kind of Kane's backstory a little bit, obviously, you know, losing Anna, like that actually hit me a lot more different than I never did before. Hey, Talia's back.
Wild Yammern has appeared.
Oh, Wild Yammern. Good day, sir.
Good day indeed.
I'm about to wrap up too. I'm gonna go get some steaks for yeah. Constructive disagreements are healthy disagreements. Fact, dude. What I see though, and I don't know if you guys feel this, but, and I don't want to take this in a political direction because this is gaming and this is where we come to escape all that bullshit. But
yeah,
in terms of it, it's like I feel like there's a mentality that it isn't about disagreeing. It's just about trying to shout the other person out of existence. Like we're not having a discussion. It's a shouting match. And it feels like I'm talking to a 3-year-old. And it's just like, at that point, once I recognize like, oh, we're not actually having a conversation. You're just going to call me names until I get tired of listening to you call me names. And then it's like, this is just a waste of time. And that's always just disheartening because it's like, oh man, how can I reach these kids?
These kids.
These kids.
I mean, it depends. Right. I'm sorry, my brain just like fucking fried itself.
I mean, it just really depends. Tired. And then, oh god, they got him.
You got him. Dick Cheney, I'm having like a haywire moment.
Oh, like shoot me in the face with a shotgun. Who gets shot in the face with a shotgun and apologizes? I know that he like broke protocol for hunting, but it's just like how much power, how much badass is like, yeah. That was so wild.
I took a shotgun to the face and I survived. I mean,
and then
bird shot, but
yeah, still, then it's like, and then I apologize to the guy who shot me.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
No, so like what you're saying, like a shouting match. Like for me, as soon as an argument turns into like not so much, because an argument or a debate can turn into a shouting match, right? But you could still be like putting up points, right? Just it's very emphatic, or or very passionate, I should say. Because my brother and I will have debates where we not shout at each other, but we start raising our voices at each other and get like a tone, right?
Yeah.
But we're still having like a debate. But like there are times, but as soon as it devolves into like, well, you're just a this or you're just a that,
yeah,
right? Or that's being whatever, then it's just like, all right, this conversation is going nowhere. Let's end this.
Exactly. Well, and I do wonder if it's like Quest is now that's all that everybody's crazy on both sides. Neither side is getting what they want, and they're just throwing missiles at each other. I do wonder how much of that is manufactured to keep us all fighting each other over like breadcrumbs while they're all like, doing all this like shady stuff. And it's like, all right, let's keep the people busy and distracted.
What do you mean, like the uniparty?
I don't know what that means, but it's that just more or less when I see people fighting online.
Party, like one part.
One party. Oh, I got you.
One party.
Okay.
Where it's like, there's two parties, but there's actually just one that's fighting for control.
Yeah.
That's fighting itself, or quote unquote fighting itself.
That's where it's like I'm kind of enjoying right now the mainstream media struggle, in terms of it, because everything's kind of shifted more online. I know I like Breaking Points because they bring in different perspectives.
The news lies a lot. Like at least in the US, it's not.
Well, because ad driven. It's ad, and
they're just like, they can't lie about everything, and I'm just like, they lie about a lot of things. like most of the things they discuss.
The thing they've been doing openly is about like if you're going to err, if you're going to make a mistake or state a lie, you're going to do it to the audience that you have. And this is the very concern that I speak about.
I have no issue. Okay, so here's the thing. I have no issue about saying something wrong, right, on live television. The issue is that they don't correct themselves. Like when they're proven, at least on social media, right? Because that's one thing I explained to my parents. I was having an argument with them about something political, and I was like, one good thing about social media is that it's really efficient at like discovering things and like circulating things and like proving the mainstream media wrong. And where are they going with this?
Well, I was gonna say though is that go ahead.
So they're just like, they don't trust what's on social media. And I was like, a lot of what's on social media is actually real. Like, it's a lot of the video like from certain stuff is like legitimately posted to social media, and then the news sites pick up what they want off of the social media. Yeah. Right. But news is just not. I'm glad they're at least starting to decline.
Yeah, right? What I was gonna say in terms of that is that he died. Is that when it comes down to I forgot my point. Let's see here. Let me catch up on chat. Good God's law. As soon as it stopped eating processed foods, I'd have solid waste. Oh man, dude, I've changed my diet like heavily like over the last several months, and it's like my poops have been phenomenal. Like really good, but I was having some definitely issues dietarily that it's there's just certain foods that I just can't eat no more, man. That is life. The CIA has cables, well, because they want to know what's going on, absolutely just kind of getting all that information and having all this insight into what we are and who we are doing and like how to manipulate us. I think we call it social media, but a lot of it also still I can feel like is social manipulation. And I remember what I was going to get back to was that like ad driven revenue models I think has a tendency to lean into where you just want to say the thing that the people want to hear you say, and that ends up driving. That's why I like massive concern over like full-time like content creators. It's like when your entire revenue is relying on how like what people think about you or what you're going to say, like that has bigger implications, and you might and I see people pull their punches. It's like, oh, I said somebody the other day, I was like, hey, you think about making a video on this topic? And they're like, oh, I can't because I think that might hurt my relationship with that company. And it's like, but this is a true thing that's happening, and so yeah I'm not going to talk about it. It's like, okay,
well, it's like show media,
yeah,
or like being on like view lists and stuff.
Yeah.
But
and then also what I've seen, I don't know if this is part of that thing, Paul, where we're talking about Operation Mockingbird, but it was that
part of it
where it's like one of the things that it's with the different like media companies, they're all like conglomerately owned by a couple of different ones, and they learned that they make more money fighting each other and being adversarial to each other, because it kind of creates this my team versus their team kind of aspect in the news,
and that's controlled opposition.
Yeah,
which is a lot of what the news media is, at least in the US.
Yeah, so like, and what it ends up meaning, right? What it ends up meaning is that I have to go and consume so much media, so much news to really filter out the SEO. People call it clickbait. Like y'all see, clickbait. It's like I title my videos for the most search engine optimized, and since I make guides, generally speaking, that tends to be like very beneficial to me. But when it comes to like the articles, like when I read an article now, like I see the SEO just bleeding through the article. They're going to mention this because they want to have a link to this thing, and they want to try and generate as much so that they rank highest when searched, so they can get that click, so they can push that ad, so they can get paid. What's up, Red? Over on Kick with me. Thank you, Red.
What's good, Red?
healing this guy.
Before I start data collection. That's okay. That sounds illegal. I mean,
as soon as I finish this dungeon,
is that the Julie Montfort?
That is the Julie. That's my wife. My wife.
You have married.
Up.
How do I put this tactfully?
Above my
Julie
pay grade.
has married one of the nicest guys.
Oh.
Genuine. Like people don't get it. Like, you know, I hang out in Discord. I've been here for about a year and a half.
Oh, answer my text. Yes.
Have fun and answer text. You're like my dad. Like the Brian you see on YouTube is like the Brian he really is, like behind closed doors. Like, yeah. I know people always are like, oh, what do you see is like how they actually are. It's just like, no, this is like legit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I here I would say I'm a little bit more elevated, you know, like than if I wasn't live, but you would get the same energy, just a little bit, maybe just like a step, one step down, you know.
Congratulations, Red. Good stuff.
Second place. Woohoo!
Second place is still good. It's still
dude, that's awesome, man. All these zombies.
He's definitely wonderful. I mean, that's one way to put it. I'm just busting him. No, yeah, but Brian, you definitely married up though.
Oh, dude, Julie, like, is such a bamf, guys. I don't know if she was here earlier, but we were talking about. I was like, yeah, I was like talking to Julie because the people were talking about dating apps. I'm like, please don't die. Like, I need you. I don't. The world sounds horrible and scary.
Dating apps are not fun.
Yeah, I'm almost done with this one. Stop it. It's not me. I sense an evil presence.
I said stop it. It's not me.
I will enjoy killing you all.
Oh no.
Under Master Gobez's orders, I, Scarlamong of Earth, will deliver you unto the gates of hell.
That's like an Italian name. Scrimiglione.
Scrimiglione. I'm doing some drains, I see.
I'm a sucker for lifesteal.
Oh, dude, 100%. Especially in an action, action RPG MMO. I want to hit and I want to get that life.
I mean, that's what I build in New World.
Yeah.
I build lifesteal.
Thanks, Red. Enjoy yours, Father's Day as well. Happy Father's Day to you too.
Happy Father's Day, Red. Happy Father's Day, Brian.
Thank you. Pyro! Boom, 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 boom. Yes, there we go.
You're running Druid, right, Brian?
Yeah.
In Diablo 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Good, I can hurt him now.
I am running.
Yeah, I've been doing a Druid AOE build, no bear build.
Okay, cool. I'm building an Ice Sorceress. It's okay. I'm not in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be better, but maybe I just have to level up more.
Oh, got him. Sweet.
Nice. Is that it? What is that?
Have you not seen this?
I've not seen this.
Okay. This is my true form.
Oh, what? That's like something from Endwalker, actually, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, and some of the things from Endwalker is that.
Yeah. You gotta also do a row swap because people in the front lines better defense.
Yeah.
Breathe deep and walk as them dead. First elegy. My magic, can I? Insuna.
Chicken one. Oh god.
Oh, dude, yeah. That's not like like when it comes to the Final Fantasy, I would love to see them branch and say, hey, here's our Final Fantasy Pixel Master continue on. We're gonna make new games in this style that's Final Fantasy. Like, oh, cool. Because I think they could probably do that pretty quickly in terms of.
They do that with like the Bravely Default series.
Mm-hmm.
Octopath Traveler is like 2.5D.
Oh yeah, honestly, I'd say the Octopath Traveler style would be the what I would prefer them to use.
Yeah, I have to play Octopath Traveler.
See, I need to finish it because I told myself I'd get the second one once I beat the first one, and I keep restarting it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2D. They can have some kind of fun. How could I possibly lose?
I mean, here's the thing, like 2D is like this style, like what we see here is oh, he fell.
Yeah.
This style is basically like nostalgia, right?
Yeah,
because
very
most
nostalgic.
Games these days, like a young gamer will see this and be like, WTF, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would argue. Whereas us older gamers be like, dude, I remember this stuff.
This is awesome, my son.
Like, I remember when my first like current gen game, not current gen, but like at the time current gen game was Pokemon Red, right? And that game is just like two colors or one color really. It's like green.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like it's two colors. It's like green and something else. But
yeah, the other first game I ever played in Pokemon was the same like you, Pokemon Red. It was gray and it had 2D characters.
Mm-hmm.
It was 3D like it is now.
Exactly.
And I even tried to trade with somebody else that had green and all that.
Yeah, I mean, my brother had
Back
blue, I
day.
had red, but like that was like, that's my introduction to this style of game.
Yeah.
Before that was the Atari 2600, which was, completely different from all of this.
Yeah.
When I grew up with the Atari 2600 for the first, 4 or 5 years of my life.
This moment as a kid right here, right now, though, was so mind-blowing. Because I didn't know what happened. So Cecil the Dark Knight changes class and becomes Cecil the Paladin, and then has to fight his inner Dark Knight to truly be the Paladin, etc. And then all of a sudden, it's like having a whole new set of abilities. As a kid, this was such a defining moment. It was so beautiful.
So which one are you?
I'm now the Paladin.
Okay, so you're on the right.
I have Cure. I can cure myself. Darkness. It's doing a lot of damage. Let me do items. Oh crap.
Yeah, I agree, Riel. It's for newer FF titles, like numbered titles for Final Fantasy. They should definitely take advantage of current gen hardware.
I have a high potion. And justice or truth, there's more than stable. One day you will see. Now, seek what you must. Okay, I defeated him. You have done well. Now my spirit will become light, and that light will be your strength. With it, you must stop Golbez. Farewell, my son. No, don't go. Boop, boop, boop. Cecil has become a paladin. Exactly. And it's interesting because they don't have any kind of consistency with how they choose to remake this stuff, Harris. All right, you must be Palom enough. This feeling, I can't explain it. It feels so familiar in that voice. Oh my. Master Talia? My spells, I remember them now. Talia remembered all of his spells. Meteor! That light, somehow, it broke the seal upon Meteor. Talia has learned Meteor. Oh, the Dragon Quest games are absolutely the best, dude. As soon as we get Dragon Quest 3 remake, I'll play and stream that one because that was another formidable game of my youth. We have to tell you something. We're actually.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things about the Dragon Quest games.
Oh, I love them. Dragon Quest 11, I think, is an absolute gem of a game. My game of the year when it came out, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you still have to finish Elden Ring.
I do. Elden Ring, I had a good time. Like I want to play them. Like that'd be cool. I love that. I love it a lot.
New Dragon Quest in September.
Not neat. I don't know. I believe that's the 3 remake, but we haven't really seen much on it recently. Shining Force. Wow, that'd be a real callback.
Pokemon Blue. Yeah. And Red and Blue, and then Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Which was more based on the show.
And then you have Pikachu follow you.
So the last Pokemon I played was Yellow, and then a couple Christmases ago, I got Pokemon Sword.
The last Pokemon game I played was the new one. It was shit.
I haven't played it yet.
But I was enjoying my time with Pokemon.
Yes.
Pokemon Sword. But the last Pokemon I played was over 25 years old. So, you know, that was my...
For me was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and I mean, I enjoyed it definitely.
Yeah, for me, Pokemon Violet is bad.
Yeah. On that note, though, hold on, guys. All right, I got to jump out because I got to go help Julie and gonna go do some shopping and stuff. So, on that note, thanks everybody for joining me. And I'll be live this coming Thursday with Final Fantasy 16. So if you don't want to see spoilers, note that that will not be a stream that you'll want to take part in. But I'm gonna plan on streaming my entire storied playthrough, and then maybe hopefully get into some of the end game and higher difficulty stuff with Final Fantasy 16. But ultimately, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it within that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, given the Julie's giving me all that time off. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully, if nothing else, I get to see you guys real soon. And if I don't talk to you later today, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. So love you guys very much. And I'm gonna hit end. Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna end broadcast so you can ask.